Winfield Scott Stratton moved to Colorado in 1872. He struck gold with the Independence Mine in Cripple Creek and became the first millionaire during the Cripple Creek Gold Rush. He sold the mine in 1899 for $11 million, which was a ton of money back then.
And it's still a ton of money. He used his wealth to improve local infrastructure and fund community projects in southern Colorado. Many streets, parks, and buildings throughout Colorado Springs are named after him.
Let's watch this video to learn more about this innovative trailblazer.
Winfield Scott Stratton was the epitome of the grizzled miner, often referred to as the Cinderella of the Cripple Creek Gold Rush. This working-class carpenter turned multimillionaire left all of his fortune to benefit the Colorado Springs community into perpetuity. Winfield Scott was born in Jeffersonville, Indiana in 1848. One of 12 children, he spent his early years learning carpentry in his father's shipyard.
At the age of 18, he moved out west to make his fortune in gold. He was an interesting person. He was a carpenter.
He had his shop right on Pikes Peak Avenue. He was known to have built some of the most famous houses in Colorado Springs. One of them is the McAllister House.
He studied geology at Colorado College and metallurgy at the Colorado School of Mines.
He wanted to learn from the true experts in the field.
He started prospecting for gold and silver in the summers. He struggled for over 15 years before he hit it big with the Independence Mine in Cripple Creek on July 4th, 1891.
He became very wealthy, one of the top 10 wealthiest people in the country.
The Independence sold to a London investment group for $10 million. He was able to do a number of philanthropic things.
He bought and ran the trolley car company, and he tried to keep the prices low so that it would be affordable to the general populace.
He gave the land for our post office downtown, as well as for the City Hall, which is now the Pioneers Museum here in Colorado Springs.
The mining exchange building in town, which has been obviously updated, but at one point Mr. Stratton owned the mining exchange building.
He was rumored to never wanted to have any attention brought to himself, and so when he would go to these concerts over at Stratton Park, he would sort of hide behind trees so nobody would know who he was or why he was there, and he'd always have a smile on his face watching everybody enjoy what he had created and put on.
He was up in Cripple Creek with one of his assistants, and he noticed all these women going from house to house and loading up laundry in their baskets and walking with them to the laundromat. And on the spot, he ordered his assistant to buy them all bicycles to make their job easier.
And of course, the ultimate thing that he did was he put into his will that his fortune should go to create a home, and he wanted the purpose of that home to be to support people who either because of old age, youth, were unable to support themselves. And those words are not exact, but pretty close to exact from his will.
Winfield Scott died in 1902, and the Myron Stratton home, named after his father, opened up in 1913.
He continued to receive on a quarterly basis significant royalty payments that help us continue his wishes at Myron Stratton Home.
I think of really compassion and care. Giving a hand up and not a handout was really a motto that he had. And that's the legacy we've tried to continue for the last 123 years here on campus.